protect your secretary. You fired at your own will 2 important employees of the company. I feel that if things like this happen all the time, the company can hardly develop well.
Sorry, Mr. Johnson. I'm also preparing to resign. Me too.
Anybody else? Anybody else?
Isn't he anxious? That's impossible!
Huh?
At a time like this, how could he still be so calm? He should have tried to persuade us to stay. Mr. Johnson, what do you mean by this? Are you mocking us? Deliberately inciting everyone to resign together?
I didn't say that. VP Palance, you offered your resignation. I neither rejected that nor gave you the cold shoulder. Why are you so agitated? All right. For employees who just wanted to resign, when the meeting is over, go to the personnel department to complete the procedure. For employees with shares of the company, I'll hire a lawyer and deal with it properly.
Mr. Johnson, you can't do this. We just want to change your mind. I'm not meant to leave.
Is it because of her? Say something. Is that so? I fired 2 employees. All the assistants have their work schedule at the company. If you don't want me to fire them, then what you want me to do is to send them to jail. If I remember correctly, one of them was your daughter. You're so righteous. Today, I hereby solemnly announce that Anne Reed is not only my secretary, but also my wife. Those who want to leave the company today, I won't try to stop anyone. The meeting is over.
Do I need to resign for the moment? Anyway, we're not getting a divorce.
But I'm afraid I'll miss you.
We'll see each other every day.
But I want to see you. Every moment of my life.
But now, with so many senior leaders gone, will the company be fine?
Don't worry, I've already have plans. Uncle Palance was in the company for so many years. And he was once my father's helper for quite a long time. He definitely had his influence here. But he took a wrong step today, and I can take advantage of that, purifying his followers once and for all. In other words, you've helped me a lot.
Are you sure? Didn't you make that up just to comfort me?
I swear, if I tell my wife a single lie, I will be killed.
I believe in you.
What a jinx. I heard that for you. Charles had a big fight with the board of directors.
You've got a problem?
If you truly love Charles, you should quit as soon as possible. Don't cause him any trouble.
Do you think that even without me, Charles would love you? He's not blind.
You? It turns out that you're just up to something. All you want is Charles's money. Otherwise, in this situation, why are you still so indifferent?
You're right, but you missed a little. I also want his figure.
You? Shame on you?
Calm down. This chin prosthesis is going to be twisted with anger. You also do the double eyelid surgery, right? No matter how hard you keep your eyes wide open, you can't control the crow's feet either. Mindy, remember to take good care of yourself. I'm getting off work.
Are you sure that Anne Reed will be kicked out of the Johnson Group today?
Good evening.
I haven't been able to get through to my dad's phone yet, but it should have gone smoothly. Let's wait for her here.
She also has her karma. I'll treat her well later. Give her back 100 times the shame she has caused me.
Ah, look. This. Why aren't you holding anything in your hand? It doesn't look like he had resigned.
It is too late, isn't it?
Ah, you're off work so early?
All right, drop the act. You've been fired by the Johnson Group, haven't you?
I told you, no matter how high you fly, the falling will be as disastrous. How is it? Does it hurt? Why don't you? Beg me. Let me see if Johnson Group still has any job as a cleaner. I'll have my dad arrange it for you.
Or kneel down and apologize to me. After all, our Lennon family is not that easy to get in.
Didn't the two of you take your medicine, or you two were treated in the same psychiatric hospital? You're only good at talking, aren't you?
Your symptoms are starting to be the same? Without the protection of Charles Johnson,
Aren't you afraid that I'll hurt your family, right?
I forgot to remind you. Remember to cherish the days now after all. Your father has lost his job. A NEET like you will also screw up too.
lose job. My dad lost his job. Lose job. My dad lost his job.
It was Charles Johnson who came to pick him up. What she said is true.
Impossible. My dad is the backbone of the Johnson Group. What?
This is the good show you are talking about, goddammit.
Dad, I heard from that bitch Ann Reed say that you were fired from the company. Is she lying? How is this possible?
It's all your fault. Otherwise, I wouldn't end up like this. Go home now.
Impossible.
Why don't you come down with me? It's so hot down there. What if you're exposed to the sun?
In the company, I'm just your secretary. Don't give me preferential treatment. Otherwise, I will feel that I am not good enough for you. The car outside could see us. The car outside could see us.
You're right. After work, you will be my wife. I'm not bullying you here.
On Charles Johnson.
Rudy, nice. Thank you so much for coming to my life.
Wait a minute. I suddenly thought of Grandpa's birthday banquet. Should I prepare any gifts?
This one, I'd better buy it directly.
But after all, it's still yours.
We'll discuss it tomorrow. Your husband can't wait any longer. You're still bullshitting here.
Charles?
Thank you so
I
much.
promise I'll be done soon.
1 minute.
Why you don't have a
It seems that you have some misunderstandings
I
about
give you
your
a
husband, right?
moderator already. Isang soon, hello, good evening.
How could your dad be so impulsive now? Even the only advantage is gone. This position is guaranteed to be fired one day.
Up until now, you're still just thinking about yourself. It's all because of you.
Picture.
That's why I end up like this.
Me.
You just know how to stir up trouble behind others' back. If you talk nonsense again, I'll shut you out.
Charles, who is preparing for pregnancy, is indeed very scheming.
The Matthew family from London has sent a 1,000-year-old Ganoderma lucidum and wished the old master of boundless happiness.
The Walker family from Chicago has sent an inkstone of Southern Song Dynasty, and may the old master be blessed with eternal life.
The Palance family from Chicago has sent a Shubei Hong's authentic work and wished the old master a happy life.
Great.
Grandfather, this is my gift to you. Hope you like it.
Miss Reed, what gift did you prepare for the old master?
It's just a token of my appreciation.
So mysterious. Actually, I'm a little curious, Miss Reed. Can you open it and let us take a look?
It's not polite to open a present in front of a guest, is it, grandfather?
Charles, Miss Reed is about to marry into our family. It is just a gift. We're all family. Is there anything we can't see?
There are so many distinguished guests here today. My gift is not good. How about waiting until the banquet is over and Grandpa opens this gift himself?
All right, do you not want to or do you not dare to?
Miss Palance, you seem to know what the gift is?
Of course I know. I accidentally saw with my own eyes that you put something inside just now.
What the hell is that?
I think it's very likely that it's not a good thing.
This? Who dares to provoke the old master? Isn't that making things difficult for yourself?
Bitch. Let's see what you're going to do.
Can you tell me what's inside?
A pile of ancestor money. I don't know what Miss Reed has in mind. She wants to piss the old master off and then inherit the property of the Johnson family.
Since you're so sure, then let's open it in front of everyone.
And
Mom, don't worry. Wishing Grandpa a long and happy life and long live.
That's impossible?
How could this be?
I don't know when and where Miss Palance saw me put the ancestor money you mentioned inside.
I may have misread it.
How dare you?
Old master. I'm sorry for the farce.
Anne, you're so considerate. The gift you gave me, Grandpa really likes it.
I think Miss Palance may have some misunderstanding with me, Grandpa. I want to go out and chat with Miss Palance.
Okay, what do you have to talk about? I don't want to be angry today, you go.
Hurry up and go out with Miss Reed. Remember to apologize. Be quick.
I'll tell you the truth. No, I'm not.
You want to say that Mindy Walker?
You know everything. Why did you hit me?
You deserve it. Shame on you courting death.
Anne Reed? You're just a bitch from a poor family. Why can you marry Charles?
Just because Charles likes me. Just because everything I have obtained is fair and above board. Not cunning and scheming.
You forced me to do this.
I've already taken the medicine. Are you done?
Can't be here. Let's go to the place just now. Mindy Walker will cooperate with us.
Great.
Why hasn't Anne come back yet? The engagement is about to be announced soon.
Mr. Johnson has searched everywhere, but he didn't see Mrs. Johnson.
Charles, I just saw Miss Reed and Paul go to the lounge next door.
Hindi talaga sila pipili.
How could this be?
Fortunately, the engagement is not announced. Otherwise, the Johnson family will be disgraced. Charles, open the door.
Our daughter would never do such a thing. I heard that Miss Reed had a relationship with Paul, maybe. Their love for each other had been rekindled.
What nonsense are you talking about?
Security! Open the door.
What's going on? Did something happen?
How is this possible?
Oops, I knew it. Our daughter would never do such a thing.
Where did she go? No matter who is inside, doing such a thing today is unforgivable. Open the door.
What?
Melissa, you're you?
Are so immoral. Security, throw them out.
Quick!
The banquet is about to end. Let's hurry up and announce the engagement.
Anne, what's going on?
Of course they are too stupid. When they reviewed the plan, I heard it. Then I joined the plan.
So all of this was all part of your plan?
No, I just cooperated with them if I don't give them a chance. How could they have completed such a wonderful show?
Today, I'm very happy. First of all, thank you all. Come to my birthday party. Secondly, I have something important to tell you. I want to announce that, yes, my grandson, he was also the heir of the Johnson Group,
Like I was
Charles.
saying, what they're talking about other
And Anne Reed are married. Congratulations.
So I want to disturb you and
What?
Charles,
have a
Anne,
good evening
stand
and
up
good
and
night
say hello
sleep.
to everyone.
Word.
Hey.
Wait a minute.
Thank you so much, Nia.
Hey, old master.
Thank you so
Is your
much.
decision too hasty? Have you forgotten the engagement we made back then?
What's going on? Are they here to cause trouble? The man from Walker family is also not easy to deal with. Ah!
Thank you so much.
Walker, if you have anything to say, come down and say it, huh?
I'm
It isn't that I
sorry.
don't give you face. Come down and let's talk about it. Everything is certain. What else I can say?
I'm just
In
watching
the
a
business
movie.
world, the most important
Sorry
thing
for that
is
laughter.
integrity. Let me ask you, the words from back then, does it still count?
Yes. Of course it counts.
Then who is this person next to you? Could it be that you want to marry two women? Brat! How dare you?
Uncle, if I remember correctly, you have an illegitimate child. Why don't you bring him home? If Mindy is willing to marry me, it is also a great help. For you.
Dad, do you agree with me to bring the mother and son back?
Fine. You little rascal. How dare you humiliate us in public?
Back then, they only talked about uniting by marriage. Since he's an illegitimate child of the Johnson family, he is also a member of the Johnson family. How can Mindy's marriage to someone from the Johnson family be considered a shame?
You...
Grandpa Walker, if you have an illegitimate daughter, or granddaughter outside the Johnson family, naturally wouldn't mind it either.
Granddaughter, let's go. It's not over yet. Tomorrow, you have to resign from the Johnson Group. Let's wait and see without the help of the bride. Charles Johnson, can he be the head of the family? He will beg to marry you in this position when the time comes.
Did I go too far today?
Do you want to be schemed against?
No?
Then there's no problem. You handled it very well.
But?
Tim took a detour.
The traffic in front at peak periods, the road ahead, has been blocked.
Tim parked the car.
It's too late?
Do you want us to die?
They are coming for me. Tim, if I remember correctly, you also have a sister who needs a heart transplant. I've already helped you. I found a doctor
I'm sorry, Mr. Johnson. The car has been modified. The tank is full. The brakes failed. The car could no longer be driven. They had promised me to save my sister.
Do you also believe the words of a group of bad people?
Tim, listen to me. First, maintain a constant speed and advance.
There was a car in front of us. It's uncontrollable.
Charles. Charles?
And you woke up.
Mom, where is Charles?
Don't be so flurried, Anne. You're pregnant now, Charles's son. Charles? He's still unconscious. You slept for 3 days.
I want to see him.
No, my lovely girl. Okay. I'll take you there. I know you're sad. I'm also very sad. But now, there are only 2 paths to take. What is the first? I'll give you some money. You go back with your parents for the time being. When Charles wakes up, you come back again. Second, what I need is you. Come back to the company with me. And protect the Johnson family's property. Your grandfather fell ill. After hearing the news, the father of Melissa, Charles's uncle, are all bad people. Moreover, the Walker family is also preparing to take action against the Johnson family now, Anne. I respect your choice, you know. Oh, you can choose anything you want?
I'm going back to the Johnson family. I can't let Johnson Group be destroyed, otherwise... Charles woke up. I can't explain it to him.
Ah! Nephew's wife is here. Oh, right. You're the secretary now, in the future. We need to cooperate more in managing the Johnson Group.
Uncle, don't you feel uncomfortable sitting in a position that doesn't belong to you?
Anne Reed, do you think that Charles can still stand by you? I advise you to be careful when talking to me in the future.
Well, then please get out. Johnson Group doesn't welcome you.
You're just a mere secretary. Do you really fantasize about being able to drive me away?
This is the agency agreement of Johnson Group, with grandfather's personal signature. From now on, I am the acting president of the Johnson Group.
That's impossible. No, it's fake. All of this is fake.
Tear it. What you are tearing now is only a copy. The formal notice is coming soon.
Is the old master crazy? Do you know how to do business?
It doesn't matter. Whether I understand or not, I've checked it before. Uncle's entrepreneurial record is less than 3 years, with consecutive losses and bankruptcies, and 7 companies losing billions of dollars. And all these investments come from the Johnson Group. If you keep pestering me, I will contact the legal department to deal with this matter.
Very good. Let's wait and see.
Charles? What should I do?
Oh,
Baby. Mom can do it.
Anne? You did a good job. I saw more Johnson leave.
Madam, right now, there was an urgent matter. I need you to make a decision.
Now, Mrs. Johnson is the president. Go talk to her.
The Walker family is collaborating with industry leaders from the Chamber of Commerce to hold a charity dinner. This week, the invitation has been sent over. The Walker family is coming aggressively. I'm afraid there's a big conspiracy this time. Why don't we hide for a while?
We can't. This is an open scheme. The Johnson family couldn't retreat now. Once there's any movement, they will definitely hit on the Johnson Group for sure. By then, Johnson Group's stock will definitely fall. They don't even have to do anything. We will lost. Holy shit.
Charles, I know you're a good child. I have no regrets marrying Anne to you. Oh, but now she's pregnant. So busy. Wake up quickly.
Madam? Charles's hand seems to move?
Really? Are you sure?
Hey, look.
Ah, it's
Nguyen,
real?
hello Nguyen.
Doctor?
I'm still a little worried. Forget it.
Mom, don't worry.
Miss, please have a glass of champagne.
I'm sorry, can you get me a glass of juice?
Please wait a moment.
Ah, Mrs. Johnson is here. Why doesn't anyone say hello to you? It seems that everyone really has no hope for the Johnson Group anymore.
How about you come with me?
Even a bankrupt merchant is still richer than a pauper. Even if the Johnson Group do something casually, it can also be more powerful than your family. Where does your sense of superiority come from?
I know you are careful of Mindy Walker. I have already put the medicine in your cup. You took a sip tonight. Then you won't be able to escape. It seems that Miss Reed is unwilling to accept your kindness. It seems that Miss Reed is unwilling to accept your kindness. Let's go.
Is there something wrong with the juice just now, but I saw him pour it out with my own eyes?
Are you surprised? Do you think it's okay if you don't drink?
What do you mean?
Miss Reed, as expected, you were born into an innocent family to deal with the disobedient. Girls There are many types of medicines. There is a way. That is long.
I'm not scared. Stop daydreaming.
What if I say, I got the surveillance that Mindy Walker framed me? Oh, by the way, that little waitress, she's also under my control. I could summon her at any time.
What could it prove even if Mindy framed you, but it didn't succeed?
Yeah, you're not muddled, are you?
Indeed, even if it proves that you framed me, it's useless. But if I knew, the manufacturer of that medicine is you, Walker family?
What?
Impossible. You're tricking me.
Believe it or not, that medicine from raw materials to carbon dioxide, and to be transported abroad, I know more than these. If you think I'm lying to you, can you afford to bet?
Fine. Within an hour we will return the contract.
Grandfather?
Wait a minute.
What else do you want?
I have another condition. Please stop your disgusting business. Donate all the illegal gains.
Don't go too far, Anne Reed.
Well, let's go.
How did you do it? How did you do it?
Give me the cup. For his granddaughter, the old man of Walker family snatched my husband at the banquet. They framed me with that despicable trick. If you confessed what Mindy had done when Walker family loosened their grip, what kind of outcome would you have? Perhaps it wouldn't be excessive to kill you to keep your mouth shut. I'll take you to hide. Follow her. There must be some clues. There was a sample of the medicine on the cup. This was the test report, according to source of materials. I want to grow up too. I'll truly become your right-hand man.
You're pregnant so soon. No wonder Lewis was so nervous. I said, my leg, it was Charles Johnson who had interrupted them, and now I am disabled for life. Don't you want to say something?
What can I say? Serves you right, considering what you did to me. He didn't paralyze you forever. It was already his mercy.
Let's stop talking and leave quickly.
You're helping her too now, right?
I'm doing this for your own good. You can't afford to offend her. Let's go.
You. One more word and I'll beat you to death.
What an incompetent man. You only know how to be rude at home. I want to thank you. For that you didn't marry me.
Hello, good evening. Thank you for coming to my live.
Quick, call the ambulance.
What does it have to do with us, Mike?
Have you forgotten what happened to Walker family? Back then in Chicago, they were on par with the Johnson family. But now, in a few months, the stock price has already dropped. The business had been reduced by more than half. You'll only be courting death if you do this.
Free Wi-Fi? Free Wi-Fi. We made an app that shows you 20 million free Wi-Fi hotspot.
Are you alright? I wanted to rush in a long time ago.
What about her?
Someone has gone after her.
I told you a long time ago she would not give up so easily. Fortunately, she was looking for me, not the child.
I know you're smart, but don't take risks in the future.
Melissa was at her wit's end. She could do anything. We must catch her as soon as possible. Otherwise, I'm afraid that she would hurt the child.
Do you have any ideas?
She will definitely come looking for me. Put a positioning on me. I'll follow her.
But if
the bodyguards find out that I'm missing, no matter what the reason was, you have to be vigilant at the first possible moment.
You broke your promise, bitch.
To deal with people like you, do I still need to keep my promise? Remember, if it is possible, nourish your brain when you are in prison.
Bitch, you will die a horrible death. You'll pay for this?
Take her away?
I didn't expect time to pass so fast.
Yes, the news has come out. Melissa was sentenced to death.
This matter is over? There's one more thing waiting for us. There were still some mistakes in this document. Something needs to be modified. For example, here. Go back as soon as possible.
Miss Anne, Mindy is here.
Great. Take her to the reception room.
Yes.
Hello, Anne. I didn't expect you to rise so quickly.
You look good too. I heard you're engaged. Which famous family are you engaged to?
Bitch, you've touched on the sore spot. A talented scholar from a prestigious family is unworthy of it. It was the Tim family overseas, Tim?
Ah, young Tim, I've heard a lot about him. But I heard that. There's a lot of gossip of him, young lady. Pay attention after marriage.
Miss Reed, you don't have to worry about that. Didn't you say that you wanted to talk about cooperation? Please hurry up. I don't have time.
Mindy, don't worry. We're all businessmen. For profit. I can let bygones be bygones.
No one knew that. In Johnson family, there was an amazing young madam. Anyone who goes against her doesn't have a good ending. Melissa, you're the one who sent her in, aren't you?
You're too kind. I'm looking for you today. I want to cooperate with you about that batch of medicine. You're too kind. I'm looking for you today. I want to cooperate with you about that batch of medicine.
What are you talking about? I don't understand.
Stop pretending. We all know what we're talking about.
Johnson Group has always scoffed at that magical medicine. You come to work with me. Did Mr. Johnson know this?
Of
course not.
Good evening.
But I just entered the Johnson Group. I need to make some achievements to stand firm. After thinking about it for a while, you're still the most suitable one.
Why should I promise you?
It was difficult for a single tree to hold on. If you were on the same boat with the Johnson family, I believe it won't be long before the Walker family would reach the peak again.
I can't make the decision on this matter. Let's go back. I'll discuss it with Grandpa.
You should do that. Take care, Mindy. Goodbye.
Hey, why are you here today to drink tea with me?
I'm not afraid of you laughing at me. I was wrong this time. Had I known this would happen, I would allow Mindy to be my daughter-in-law.
Oh, what's going on?
That's probably what happened. That girl was very ambitious. She actually wants to control my Johnson Group. Where's Charles? He dotes on her a lot. He is willing to give everything to her.
It is easy for these people who climbed up from below to feel unsatisfied.
Yes, but it's a pity that she had a child now.
Ha? Ewan ko kung nasan bakit. Sumobra kayo sa alak. Sumobra ka ng inom. Si Pusa kaya mga ano kayo eh. Alam mo may mga sakit kayo sa sikmura. Walang alak eh. Naku, nasaan kaya? Kaya hindi kami nagpusayo. Sa baba, wala. Wala dito. Nasa baba. pala. Ito. Hello.
Satisfied?
Yes, but it's a pity that she had a child now. I can't do anything.
Yes. Mindy is engaged. We, the Walker family, can't go back on my word.
I'm just complaining. Otherwise, I'll suffocate, haha.
I know. I think it's better to find an opportunity in the future to kick this girl out of the house.
Okay. I have something else to do today. I'll take my leave first. Thank you for today.
It's not troublesome at all. Take care.
Grandpa, Anne Reed wants to cooperate with us to make that kind of medicine. I didn't agree. I wonder if she set up a trap.
You did the right thing. It seems that Grandpa can leave it to you.
Should we cooperate with them?
Cooperation.
Where's the information I want? Have they all been brought here?
Don't worry, this time the startup funds are so good. Are you sure that Johnson Group will support you?
I've transferred all the liquidity I can spare from Johnson Group to the new company, don't worry.
It was just as Grandpa had said. You are ambitious, however. You are too eager for quick success and instant benefits? Great. Let's sign the contract first.
Where's the information I want? The information of the entire production chain.
Is all here.
Indeed, it's much more detailed than what I've investigated.
This is the sincerity of Walker family.
Take a look at the contract.
What do you mean? Wants to go back on the word? Don't forget your current situation. In Johnson family, this is a good opportunity to turn the tables.
When had Johnson family ever oppressed her? She had dominated Johnson family for a long time. She didn't need to use the dirty means of Walker family to turn over.
Charles, you know?
Of course I know.
What do you mean? You collaborate to get the information. You want to produce on your own? To steal our business?
You're half right, we've joined forces, but we don't want to produce. I believe Grandpa Walker now should be under control. Once you walk out of this door, you would be arrested immediately. Is there anything you want to say now? Say it.
How dare you? Don't forget my agreement. Our family has a source of income. Once it is exposed to your Johnson Group, it won't do you any good.
Honey, come and tell her.
I'm sorry, the uncle who was in charge of the shares resigned a long time ago. He should be now. On vacation on one island?
Kurt Bautista. Hello, Kurt.
Bitch.
Good evening.
Lest you wipe us all out, I'll fight you to the death.
I just don't want so many people to be killed. You think you're standing on the top floor and you can do whatever you want? Your garbage medicine once got out. How many innocent girls
can drop your
would be
link.
trapped in a vortex? Wait
Thank
for
you so
trial?
much for the support.
Let's go.
Please give me a thumbs up.
Finally, everything is over. It's time to give you a wedding.
You got in the car first and then filled in the tickets, a monthly salary of 100,000. When will you give me the money?
Was 100,000 yuan enough? I'll give my entire body to you.
Mr. Johnson, quick. Go take a look. There were a few people outside. They've already quarreled.
You don't know that? I raised her up how difficult it was. I gave all my retirement money to let her go to college. She had grown up now. She didn't even tell me that she got married. I am an old woman. If I see it on the news, I don't even know until I die. Oh. You tell me, why did I raise this granddaughter?
How could this be? This was too much.
Yes, I heard that Cinderella to marry into the rich family. If all of this was true, then I think she's an old witch.
Don't talk nonsense. Everyone from Johnson family was present.
What are you afraid of? It's freedom of speech in the press?
Mom, don't be sad. Anne hadn't come back to see you for 5 years. She must be too busy with work.
Did you hear that? It's 5 years.
Grandma, what are you trying to do? What are you trying to do?
Miss Reed, is your grandma telling the truth?
Miss Reed, you should understand that the grace of raising is greater than heaven. Are you afraid of your background will affect your marriage with Mr. Johnson?
You're right. The grace of raising is greater than heaven. But she didn't raise me.
What did you say? How can you say that, you heartless thing? I might as well kill myself here.
Since you cherish your life so much, you definitely won't die. Say it. What is your purpose of today's visit?
Is this how you treat your family? Does Johnson family dare to marry you?
We've been married for a long time.
It's
The wedding
Anne. Good
ceremony was just a
evening.
makeup. It turned out that our family liked Anne very much.
Don't be angry,
Thank
Anne.
you so
Your grandma is
much.
here today. She just wants to attend your wedding. What purpose could she have?
Yeah, we even brought you some eggs from the countryside.
Isn't this just looking at so many bags?
The label of the country eggs had not been torn off? What supermarket did you buy it from in the neighborhood? Didn't you ask me? Would I be afraid that my past will influence me to marry Charles Johnson? Let me tell you, I'm not afraid.
Thank you, Sis Anne.
What?
This is my father, this is my mother. I can grow up. It's all thanks to my parents. I admit that my father is a coolie, my mother is a country bumpkin. These things, Charles Johnson knew them from the very beginning. I didn't hide anything at all. My family, my mother-in-law, my husband, all of them can testify for me. Grandma, did my dad pay your living expenses on time?
That was what he should do.
Then why you come to me? I am just your granddaughter, emotionally speaking. From the moment you occupied our land and you rushed our family of 3 out of the village, I have no feelings for you anymore. Logically speaking, I don't have the obligation to support you either.
What, expelled?
Is this for real? If only it were true. This old lady really can't make people sympathize to her.
That was because, you wicked girl, don't think that you've married well. Then everything will be fine, don't forget. Your child's name is Johnson. Your second uncle's younger brother's child is Reed Family's. The Reed family is your real source of confidence in the future.
Your younger brother is your backer in this era. How could there be such?
The patriarchal thinking, the things Miss Reed have said seem to.
All true, Mom.
Stop. What am I afraid of now that we're at this point? I don't care to lose my face. You must give me 1 million rent today, otherwise I won't leave.
I will sleep at your door every day, Mom. You've gone too far. You clearly know that. Today is Anne's wedding day. What you're doing.
Will make her very uncomfortable. You've grown up, no, I think. Now you are turning your back on them. Ah. Have I never given birth to you? Ah. Since you want face, love face, then give me the money quickly.
This was too shameless, this old lady is a barbarian.
You're willing to stay, then stay even lying on the ground? But let me tell you, this was a formal hotel. Someone will definitely ask you to leave.
Ouch! Ouch, ouch. You must pay for my medical expenses. Otherwise, I'll call the police.
Are you alright?
All right. I won't give you a penny, do you know that? This is called blackmail. Since so many reporters and friends are here, your every move has been recorded.
Miss Reed, sorry, what happened just now was too subjective. I called the police for you.
Thank you. Grandma, if you don't leave now, the police will deal with you. That's more like it. Right, my fellow journalists, I heard that. All of you have been spreading rumors recently that the one who offended me are all dead or go to jail. Let's try not to spread this matter.
Yeah, I heard that the Ford family had been executed. Paul Lennon is dead.
You're talking about the past. You know Walker family. Old Mr. Walker has a serious crime. He had been locked up in jail, and his granddaughter is already inside jail too.
Grandma? Today, for my dad's sake, I can let you go. If you dare to provoke me again, I don't know what I will do.
Mom, run!
Anne Reed, do you take this man as your husband? Whether poor or rich, regardless of health or illness, you will love him, take care of him, respect him, and take care of him until the end of life.
I do.
Charles, do you take this lady as your wife? Regardless of health or illness, poor or wealthy, you will love her, take care of her, pamper her, accept her until the end of life.
I do.
Are you willing to testify for their marriage?
I am willing.
Who married Anne Reed to Charles Johnson?
Anne Reed is willing to marry Charles Johnson by herself. It represented the family's blessing.
In the name of God, I solemnly swear, accept you as my wife. From now on, regardless of poverty, rich, sick, healthy, I will always love you, cherish you, until death.
The groom can kiss your bride now.
Thank you, Ate Ann. How do I live without you? I want to know. How do I breathe without you if you'll ever go? How do I ever survive? How do I live? Excuse me.
You go first. I have to go home and prepare for my grandfather's birthday party. I will definitely wait for you to change your mind. Jiangwan, did you know you were coming back? Today is Grandpa's 80th birthday. You don't stay here to help. Are you running out to be lazy? Sister-in-law Ching Ching. I'm not slacking off. This is Ling Hong's suitcase. I knew he must have been delayed. Jiangwan, do you still want to see my brother? I'll tell you what, my brother doesn't want to see you at all. I don't know what your mother was thinking. Let you be such a poor country girl. Marry into our family. My brother has been angry for the past 3 years. I can count the number of times I go home on one hand. Ching Ching, don't talk too hard. Ugly. Do you know why my brother doesn't want to touch it? You look yellow-faced because of him. He can't talk. He felt in his heart. You don't deserve our family's child color at all. What, Ching Ching? After all, I am also your second sister-in-law. You are a shit second sister-in-law. I'm not afraid to tell you. My brother agreed to marry you. It's just because you look like Sister Ruoyan. I'm like a sister-in-law. Ding Chi, don't talk nonsense. Where am I talking nonsense? Who doesn't know this capital? My second brother has liked Sister Ruoyan since he was a child, if not for that year. Marry big brother by mistake. Can this second sister-in-law's position be your turn? Jiang Wan, you are just a substitute for our Sister Ruoyan. I see. He will marry me, but won't touch me. Astronomy, me and Lin Hong. Actually nothing. Although I was just the first love he couldn't forget. I don't think it's too good. Give it to me, don't say it again. Jiangwan, how dare you push my sister-in-law? Do you know, my sister-in-law is pregnant with the son of my whole family. I didn't push her. Do you think I'm blind? Let me tell you, I only recognize Sister Ruoyan as my sister-in-law. You dare to bully me, Sister Ruoyan. You try it. Master, you are back from abroad. I didn't expect My wife, after all. Chin-ching. Forget it. Come on, come on. The cooling pipe is locked for drinking water. I don't. Okay. Lin Hai. I can't do it anymore. I am dying. Stop. Stop. Well, Lingham, you know I can't sleep. But didn't save me. Don't you really love me? Sister-in-law, 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 are you all right? Oh, dear. Sister-in-law, Jiao on this bitch. How dare you push my sister-in-law into the water? Doesn't he know? Sister-in-law, you are the child of the eldest brother in your belly. Jiawan. I really don't have it. I endure oops. My stomach hurts. Sister-in-law. My sister-in-law is pregnant with my eldest brother, Legacy, the only bloodline king. If anything happens to him, I want you to be buried with me. Sister-in-law. Kuo Linghan, I gave up everything and loved you for 3 years. But instead of saving me, he doubted me. Do you take me as your wife? Wan oops Wan. You're finally awake. I'm so worried. Slow down. Slow down. Mom, I'm fine. I'm really not right. Clean up the water. Mom knows you're a good boy. No harm. Your brother left suddenly. Linghan promised your big brother to take good care of his sister-in-law. It must have happened suddenly. He misunderstood you in a hurry. Mom, I will explain it to Lin Hai. That would be fine. What about the dog? 3 years ago, my family's foundation was in turmoil. Banks can only stabilize the situation.
Cute naman. Siyempre, hindi ako naka-live. Tapos na ako sa kahapon. Pagka-uwi ko, magigising mo lang kamo. Tulog ka na naman. Tindi mo. Hello, good evening. Thank you.
처음에 농락의 뭐 없죠.
Huwag kang pumayag na hanggang ngayon, likers at followers ka pa din dito sa social media. Kasi hindi na po yan uso ngayon. Ang uso na ngayon is kahit babad ka sa social media, kumikita ka. Well, kung dumaan itong video na ito sa FYP mo or sa wall mo, may good news ako sa iyo. Kasi tuturuan kita paano kumita ng 20,000 up to 50,000 per month na kahit ginagawa mo lang itong part-time, pwede kang kumita ng malaki. So, kung ikaw interesado ka, mag-comment ka sa mismong video na ito para tuturuan kita paano kumita. Bye! Huwag kang pumayag na hanggang ngayon, likers at followers ka pa din dito sa social media.
Kung palagi ka nilang pinag-iisipan ng masama, hayaan mo na. Kasi minsan lang mag-isip ang mga kulang-kulang